Have you ever questioned the story we've been telling ourselves about the Los Angeles Lakers? Is it possible that the legacy and lore we cling to, the once unshakable bond between a storied franchise and the family that made it a legend, has quietly slipped away without most of us fully realizing it? Could everything we thought defined this team's identity, this city's basketball heartbeat, be about to unravel beneath the dazzling lights of Staples Center? What if the chapter we believed was eternal is actually closing, leaving us on the precipice of a new era that not even the most die-hard Lakers fan could have predicted? Welcome back to Lakers News Fan Report, the pulse of Lakers Nation, where we dive deeper than anyone else into the seismic waves shaping your favorite team's future. If you're fired up about everything Lakers, smash that like button, subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report, and turn on notifications so you never miss a single drop of breaking updates, rumors, and insider chatter. Now, let me take you on a journey behind the scenes, into a saga that's quietly rewritten the Lakers. Narrative forever one that doesn't yet roll off every tongue in Lakers Nation, but will absolutely redefine how every fan, player, and insider sees the franchise from here on out. For nearly half a century, the Lakers weren't just a basketball team. They were an intricate family business, an emblem of Los Angeles glitz, and the embodiment of the Buss family's indomitable spirit. The eccentric, larger-than-life patriarch, Jerry Buss, turned the franchise into a dynasty loaded with Showtime magic, glimmering 5 championships, and swagger that was unmistakably his. His children, with all their human complexity and sometimes public feuds, kept the torch burning in the same flamboyant vein. It was a saga of familial pride, occasional drama, unshakable loyalty, and a deeply personal connection to one of the greatest franchises in sports history. But then, amidst swirling whispers and hints of change, a colossal and, we mean, utterly monumental sale happened. The Lakers, a name synonymous with basketball royalty and Los Angeles glamour, have quietly shifted hands. The family that once held the keys to the kingdom no longer controls the realm. At a staggering valuation of $10 billion a figure, shocks even the most audacious sports business analysts. The controlling stake of the Lakers passed out of the Buss family's hands after nearly 5 decades. This isn't just a simple ownership change. It's the seismic redefinition of what the Lakers are and what they champion moving forward. Could this mean the era of the Buss family's eccentric and sometimes chaotic stewardship is truly over? Some insiders whisper that this sale wasn't just about cashing in, but about preserving the franchise's competitive edge in an evolving sports landscape that demands deeper pockets and new visions. Others speculate that the family's internal dynamics, long rumored to be as dramatic off the court as any Lakers playoff series, may have nudged them toward this unprecedented decision. Jeanie Buss, the current team governor and daughter of Jerry, has been the steady, sometimes stoic face of Lakers leadership for several years, fighting to keep the family legacy intact amid the pressures of modern NBA business. Her role now feels more complicated than ever. Is it possible that despite her best efforts, the business demands of today's NBA have become a burden no family alone can shoulder? This isn't just speculation. Remember when the Lakers sold portions of their stake in the 1990s and 2000s. Those deals were incremental and strategic, enhancing the franchise's reach without relinquishing control. But $10 billion for a controlling interest, the numbers alone tell a story of a franchise transcending traditional family ownership and becoming a major player on the global sports stage through new investors and corporate entities. The ripple effects are massive. Social media has exploded with debates. Fan forums are torn between heartbreak over losing the Buss family's personal touch and excitement about what fresh ownership could bring. Some fans reminisce about the iconic moments under Jerry's watch, the brand-building brilliance of the Buss dynasty, and the raw emotion etched in championships from Magic Johnson to Kobe Bryant. Yet others see this as an inevitable evolution, a leap toward renewed competitiveness, fueled by deep-pocketed new guardians ready to reshape the Lakers' destiny. Journalists who have followed the team for decades describe the move as the end of an era that defined the NBA's glam factor, while also acknowledging the business acumen behind such a move is nothing short of genius. The Lakers' $10 billion valuation, rivaling not just NBA counterparts, but institutions across football, baseball, and global soccer. Could this influx of capital and fresh vision give LeBron James and Anthony Davis the engine driving the Lakers' on-court hopes, the reinforcements they desperately need? Is the front office aligning itself with a more aggressive strategy to reclaim the dominance? From the early 2000s era, before injuries, missed shots, and mid-season rebuild whispers began to creep in, the silence from within the team's official channels adds intrigue. No grand press release, no emotional farewells, just a quiet pivot into a future shrouded in mystery. The timing is uncanny. LeBron James, arguably on the final chapters of his career, stands at the crossroads where legacy and future collide. The team, armored with Anthony Davis's undeniable talent, desperately needs stability from ownership and clear direction from the front office. Will the new controlling owners embrace the Lakers' soaring history and its superstar culture, or will they reconstruct the team into something almost unrecognizable? The stakes couldn't be higher. Every banner in the rafters, every fan chant echoing through the arena, every highlight reel moment feels at once precious and precarious. The Lakers, once a family's lifelong labor of love painted in purple and gold, are now on the brink of becoming a new kind of empire. So, what does this mean for Lakers Nation? Are we witnessing the birth of a brand new dynasty forged in the fires of modern sports business, or the twilight of a golden era defined by personal passion and familial pride? Could the Lakers lose the soul that Jerry Buss instilled, traded for the cold efficiency of corporate ownership? Or might this shift finally deliver what fans have been clamoring for, a team once again built to win now, not just to bask in past glories? But what do you think about all of this? Personally, as a lifelong Lakers supporter, I believe this moment is bittersweet. There's a pang of sadness knowing the Buss family's reign is over, yet a flicker of hope that this colossal sale could spark the renaissance the Lakers so desperately need. The stakes have never been higher, and the story far from over. I can't wait to read your thoughts in the comments below. If you're riding high with Lakers News Fan Report, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell, because what's next could rewrite purple and gold history and flip the entire NBA landscape upside down. We're not just talking about a change in ownership. We're standing at a crossroads where LeBron James's legacy, Anthony Davis's reign, and the chemistry of the locker room could all be detonated or crystallized forever by the seismic tectonic plates shifting beneath the Lakers franchise. This isn't a mere layup of a narrative. This is a full-court press of speculation and raw possibility, a swirling maelstrom where questions thunder louder than answers. What if this ownership overhaul injects the Lakers with the aggressive financial muscle to surround LeBron and AD with a championship-ready roster and on a timeline that actually respects the tick-tock of Bron's twilight years? Imagine the domino effect. LeBron, averaging a career 27 points per game with bucket after bucket dropped in moments that chew up the clock and spit out clutch legends. Suddenly, powered by an ownership group willing to pull every lever in the NBA's playbook. Davis, the shot-blocking colossus who terrorizes paint with 2.6 blocks per game in his prime, might finally have the defensive cast around him that transforms him from an all-star to the centerpiece of a title-winning defense. And then there's Austin Reaves, the spark plug, whose fearless hustle and steady jumpers have injected fresh life into the Lakers' floor units. How much more gas could he pour onto this fire if the ownership's mandate is win now and the front office delivers a roster loaded for war? Enter Bronny James, the much-talked-about pedigree in the pipeline, hanging on the horizon as a symbol of future promise that could tether the Lakers' dynasty dreams for years beyond LeBron's sunset. This isn't just a simple ownership shuffleette. Could be the very catalyst that unleashes a new Lakers dynasty, the kind that echoes the golden eras of Magic Johnson's Showtime, when fast-paced ballet met championship steel, or the thunderous Shaq-Kobe tandem that bulldozed past every obstacle to carve out a legendary run between 2000 and 2002. Kobe's ascent in 2009, sneaking into an MVP-caliber season while leaning on the wings of Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom, was more than talented, was a chemistry manifestation. Could this moment, this transfer of power, set the stage for the next incarnation of that chemistry? This time with Davis's defensive dominance matched by a roster built with the urgency that only new ownership with a fresh lens can inspire. Picture the anxiety rippling through the Western Conference. Golden State's Warriors, known architects of 3 championships via their revolution of spacing and shooting, facing a Lakers team suddenly supercharged by capital, vision, and the gravitas of history. The Warriors' dream run could be threatened not by injury or faltering shots, but by a Lakers juggernaut emerging from the political shadows of franchise ownership into the limelight of NBA conquest. Phoenix Suns, still hunting for their breakthrough championship moment after years of dazzling fades, suddenly find a more imposing adversary rising in purple and gold, a redefined force unwilling to play second fiddle in the desert heat. Denver Nuggets and their star Giannis-mounted ambitions might need to recalibrate entirely, as the Lakers' new direction signals a front office willing to spend, strategize, and build a fortress that doesn't yield without a fight. The subtle smirk on Magic Johnson's face, watching the Lakers stir from their slumber, knowing what it takes to win through leadership, swagger, and unyielding will. LeBron James's focus, already sharpened to a laser beam precision, could move to another gear, amplified by the vibe his new bosses bring to the table: power, innovation, and a refusal to accept anything less than contention. The media storm swirling this saga is electric, and the players behind the scenes, they're the real wildcards. Will LeBron embrace the new power brokers as partners in the hunt, or distance himself, wary of corporate interference, diluting the familial courage he's fought so hard to carry? Will Anthony Davis find renewed clarity and support, or falter amid shifting front office ambitions? Locker room chemistry, that fragile ecosystem where legends are born or battles lost, hangs in the balance, screaming for stability, yet craving the sparks a radical shakeup can sometimes ignite. Every banner-knit history in the rafters is a reminder that dynasties are delicate. Too often in sports lore, the Titans' fall began with a whisper beneath the surface internal discord. Ownership shifts, fractured trust. But what if this is different? What if the sale is the reboot button pushed just in time? As I peel back the layers, this moment feels like a fast breakdown. Staples centers hardwood, the clock winding down, championship fate on the line, and the Lakers holding the ball with destiny's eyes locked on LeBron's hands. As a diehard who bleeds purple and gold, I'm jacked with a heady blend of nerves and unyielding hope. Personally, I believe this isn't just an end, but a fire starter, a chance to resurrect the Lakers' mojo. To plunge headfirst back into the throne fight with the kind of swagger that once turned raucous crowds into believers and skeptics into celebrations. If this ownership shakeup sparks the front office into building a roster around Bron and AD, that's not just good, but legendary. There's no limit to what this franchise can achieve. This is Lakers basketball at its most electric inflection, points steeped in history, fueled by superstar grit, and driven by a hunger that no money or fame can satisfy, but that a new regime might just turbocharge. So, Lakers Nation, the question burns red hot. Will this be the catalyst that resurrects Lakers greatness from the ashes of uncertainty and ushers in a new dynasty of purple, gold, and pure domination? I want to hear your take. Slam that like button, drop your fearless predictions in the comments, and subscribe to Lakers News Fan Report right now so you don't miss a single thunderclap of insider news as this saga unfolds. Because one thing's for sure, history won't wait, and neither will we. This is Lakers basketball, and the best chapters might still be waiting to be written.